G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Starfield, where we are on the planet Turner 10A. I'm not sure if this is a planet or a moon, but anyway, you get the drift. We've just completed picking up another starborn power. I'm gonna call them starborn power. Mysterious space dragonborn powers. And yep, this one's kind of cool, but I'm not sure how often we might use this one, because it seems to be a power that would help you sort of close the distance between yourself and an enemy. I don't think you could sort of dash side to side using this power, so you know, you can't exactly avoid you know, projectiles or fire or anything like that. So yep, we might actually tuck that away and still use other more useful powers. Might go with sense star stuff, to be honest. That's been really helpful, particularly in those stealthy sections. Now we are going to go back to Neon because I want to turn in the information we have about Project Dominion, which is a deal between Deimos and another major powerhouse. Can't remember what they're called. Oh, actually, we're probably going the wrong way here. I haven't tagged the right task. So let me just do that very quickly here. Oh yeah, once we turn in this quest, hopefully we'll get a new task, which we can then tuck away. You know, we'll let that simmer for a little bit. While in the meantime, we can go back to dealing with the Terramorph questline, which I feel like we haven't really done in a very long time. So anyway, oh okay, Ko is tagging along. Ko? I think you can probably go back to the ship at this point, just so that we can sort of do these things in peace, and particularly if we sort of have to say certain things that might not be to Ko's liking, he won't have to be there and, you know, disapprove of our actions. So let's get to it. I forget the name of the boss's boss. A very unpleasant person, though.
Don't cause any trouble.
Laru?
Well, that took longer than expected. I hope whatever information Simon had was worth it.
It's something called Project Dominion.
Project Dominion? That can't be right. Give me a moment to run a decryption. Let's see. Got the key, deciphering, and done. Well. Looks like our friend Simon wasn't joking. Project Dominion isn't an Infinity Ltd prototype. It's one of ours. They didn't even bother to scrub the name, meaning someone never thought they'd get caught. Come with me. Masako needs to hear about this.
Okay, so the plot thickens. I guess we've got a traitor in our midst. Another corporate operative from Infinity is the company that I'm looking for. Right, we tried to go through here, but it was inaccessible before.
Hey,
Ularu? What is this about? Who is this?
This is our latest junior operative. I sent him on an assignment to rendezvous with an informant. But here's the real news. Infinity Ltd has gotten their hands on Project Dominion.
Impossible.
Not only that, they're trying to sell it under their own name.
Of course they are. We need fines to investigate this immediately. Since you found this information, I am trusting you to help investigate. You see, Project Dominion is confidential. It requires a high security clearance to even know it exists. If Infinity Ltd has obtained any information on it, that means we have a very well-connected mole within our corporation.
Okay. What exactly is Project Dominion?
I suppose, since we're trusting you in this investigation, I can give you some details. Project Dominion is our latest advancement in neuroamp technology. Our current neuroamps are all external devices, but Project Dominion would be the first surgically implanted internal neuroamp on the market. The project itself was nearing completion, which is why exposing the mole is of utmost importance. We can't allow any more research to fall into their hands.
So it's cyberware then. Why me and not someone more senior?
Because you exposed this information, I have little reason to suspect you. That won't mean you'll be exempt from investigation, of course. I want you to go see Dalton Fines, our chief security officer. I'll send him the details. You've brought an enormous security violation to our attention, so I trust your help in any way possible. And thank you. Some operatives may have seized this as an opportunity for extortion. It's good to know your loyalty lies with us.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't even get the chance to extort these guys. So, can we have a chat with Ularu further?
Don't screw this up. I've fired people for less.
Dalton.
Ah, the lovely Miss Amada. How can I help?
Cut the crap, Dalton. I'm sending an operative your way, along with some files to your computer.
I'll be ready.
Not for this one, but I trust you'll get it done.
Jeez. Everyone in Ryujin Industries seems to have a really bad attitude.
Keep out of my way, and I'll keep out the
I'm
rules.
not entirely sure
This deal could be huge for my company.
if I really like working for them, but you know what? You know, they are paying us decent money. And, you know, it's an interesting look at the other side of Starfield, you know, like instead of just doing the Vanguard stuff or the Crimson Fleet stuff. Right, so we did speak to this guy before, but he was not really interested in us. Now he should be.
Good, you're here. So, thanks to your work in Sidonia, I'm told someone here has leaked information on Project Dominion to our adversaries at Infinity Ltd. A mole within the company means a failing in my department.
We're initiating Security Directive Theta, which means a full sweep of every employee in this building, Masako and myself included.
Investigating yourselves, how is that trustworthy?
Directive Theta allows for a third party to conduct the sweep. This way, the results can be objective.
Okay. Sure, well, don't worry, we're gonna take care of it.
We certainly are. Directive Theta has one unique case, and that's Ularu Chen. The directive calls for a specialized programmer known as Nix to investigate her, but he'll need your assistance for an unusual assignment.
Okay, so why are they placing a special investigation for Ularu?
Ularu has the ability to thwart any investigation, so it's imperative she knows nothing about this directive. Her knowledge and talents are why she's the chief of operations. So she is the best equipped to evade detection.
Right. I take it this Nix is a trustworthy source?
We don't deal in trust here.
Think more in terms of mutual benefit and leverage. And in this case, it's mutual benefit. Nix will be giving you a program to run on Ularu's computer that will pull any data needed to prove her guilty or innocent. Your job is to infiltrate Ryujin Tower as an anonymous outsider in order to run this program completely off the books. This means your keycard will be turned off, and the security guards in the building will consider you to be trespassing.
Goddamn, alright. So, we're gonna have to infiltrate Ryujin Industries itself. I was wondering why there are so many nooks and crannies and places to sort of go around in stealth. So the security guards won't recognize me?
We employ over 100 members of our security team who rotate floors and shifts. It's possible you'd be recognized, but even so, my orders will be strict. Authorized security personnel only. And you certainly won't qualify, making you an immediate suspect.
What happens if I get caught?
If you get caught, the guards will follow standard procedure and lock you up in a cell for questioning. Provided you don't provoke them. And I strongly advise against provoking them. These are your fellow employees. We want this to go as smoothly as possible.
This seems excessive. The guards can't just let me by?
Directive Theta requires utmost secrecy for success. We don't know what connections the mole may have, so we can't risk informing our security team.
Alright, well, I'm looking forward to infiltrating my own place of work.
At least one of us is. In the meantime, I'll ensure all non-essential employees, Ularu included, have left the building, claiming routine security maintenance. During that time, I'll be unlocking access to the tower's ventilation system, which you can utilize to help avoid detection. I'm also issuing you a disruptor, which should help in avoiding casualties should a worst-case scenario turn up.
How is Ularu not going to be suspicious? Security maintenance? Really?
Ularu doesn't know about Directive Theta, but she'll fully expect a building closure while we investigate. As far as she knows, it's standard procedure, one that she no doubt has already made accommodations for. This is why we're bringing in a third party. She won't be expecting to go up against Neon's best. And it's also why secrecy is of utmost importance. Not even our own security detail can know, in case the information leaks.
Alright, I'll be careful, don't worry.
Good. No one can know about this, not even our own guards. So stealth will be of utmost importance. You'll meet Nix at Madame Sauvage's place. He knows Directive Theta has been enacted.
Alright, we've got a Nova Blast Disruptor, but we kind of already have one, right? Yeah, we've got two. Got plenty of ammo for it. We've never really used it that much because we never really needed to disable a lot of our enemies. I suppose I've been just going in and blasting people when I could be actually going the non-lethal route if I really wanted to.
Waiting here for ages.
Okay, so this place is going into lockdown. We need to meet Nix at Madame Sauvage's, but as I said before, I think I want to put this on ice. It sounds exciting though. It's tempting to just do it immediately, but you know what? I think the place won't go into lockdown until... Oh, okay, Sam, you're still here. I thought I told you to go back. I'm just gonna quickly check if... Yeah, okay, it doesn't say that we need to collect our companions or anything like that, so... yeah, we don't have to baby him. So, I think the building will go into lockdown once we speak to Nix, right? And then They'll hand us some kind of a slate, maybe something that has a program on it that we need to run on Ularu's computer to try and find out if she's a mole. Interesting thing is that, you know, she's the only one being targeted here. I thought we would need to sort of investigate multiple people, and maybe we would need to sort of make our way to various computers, not just Ularu's. But anyway, I digress. Let us focus on war relics. So we need to report back to Hadrian. It's been a while. So we'll go to her and hopefully continue the quest line for what's happening with the Terramorphs. Then there's this, refurbished goods. Go to the abandoned industrial compound. This is from our guy in Sidonia. Yep, and I'm just trying to think here. Yeah, there's stuff with Kelton, which is the scientist that was concerned about the trees in New Atlantis. Definitely interested in that as well, but let's do this first. We need to report back to Hadrian. I don't know where she is. Oh, okay, she's in Sidonia, apparently. Okay. Let's do it. Also, I am curious to see how much weight we've got. Right. Things are a little heavy. Why is that? It's probably because we've got a couple of disruptors here. Mass 2.7, it's not that heavy, but then we've got this as well. Yeah, I would like to maybe stash away a few things if we can. So, yeah, since we're here, let me just quickly do that. Free up the space. Mass is 0.07 on this one. That's pretty good, actually. Alright. I think we're okay. The cutters are actually kind of heavy, aren't they? Let's also tuck away one of our pieces of clothing here. Uniform. Alright, I think we're ready. I could go and grab coal once more, but I probably won't. Not until we know that we're out and about trying to explore and maybe shoot bad guys. Right, yeah, actually we are not in Sidonia exactly. We are out here in... what is this? Red Devil's headquarters. Okay. I'm just trying to remember
what can I do for you?
exactly what happened last time with Ve Victus, but I think he sort of helped us secure a few more researchers, just so that we could go through a lot of the info that we've received from the Armistice archives. So hopefully things are going well. Looks like we've got a combination of just UC security and a whole bunch of Red Devils operatives.
Pardon?
Can't remember if we've been here before. Oh wow. Look at that. Yeah, the Terramorphs are huge and kind of terrifying. Take all of your stuff. don't know who that is. Dr. Percival Walker. I'm gonna have to have a chat with him. Yeah, I cancelled out of that because I thought maybe, are we doing something illegal here? But it doesn't look like it, so... Alright. In here.
Captain?
Adrian!
Welcome back.
It's been a while.
I was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen?
You know, I'd almost forgotten I was a citizen. A lot happened in the interim.
Must have changed up how the ceremony works. I just raised my hand and said, sure, I'm in. But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, we're gonna need all the help we can get. These logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, population statistics, hell, even their food chain. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorphs. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people to work on them.
What the heck kind of monster eats Terramorphs?
Well, ate. They went extinct a few decades back. A big lumbering thing called an Aceles. Something I'd love to learn more about, if we had the people to look into it.
Well, you know what? I can help with that. I found your research team.
That'd be something, wouldn't... I'm sorry, are you? You're serious? You found our research team? That's incredible. That accelerates everything. With them back, it'll let us... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser?
What is it so special about this Kaiser guy?
Well, Kaiser's one of a kind. Special built for the sort of work we did. Dealing with unfriendly beasts in hostile environments.
Oh, it's a robot.
No other robot in the galaxy like him. So did you really manage to track him down?
Well, he's my next stop, but I was told I'd need your help overcoming his security protocols.
That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure knew their stuff. Oh, how? How exactly did you manage to find them?
I'm not sure if it's a good idea to tell her or not. This seems like a very important decision. Screw it. She deserves to know, and we do what we like here, so... Actually, they were found by your father, Francois Sanon. He's alive, imprisoned by the UC.
That's not funny. Seriously, how'd you find them?
Adrian, I want you to listen to me. Your father is alive.
No. That's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death? My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive?
The previous cabinet thought he was too useful to get rid of.
I'm sure they did. They invested so much in him over the years. Even grew him an entire family he didn't want. I guess it makes sense though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Vae Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited.
I don't know. He's kind of a charming in a he's kind of charming in a creepy serial killer kind of way.
Same mistake the UC made. Ignoring all the red flags. Because the UC, they did a lot of terrible things for that man. But even knowing they did, knowing that they kept him alive all this time, you know what I feel right now? It's hope. I had no one when I was outside the UC. No Red Devils, no family. But that old world, where I was no one and my father mattered, that's gone. Thanks to what you and I have done, I have a place again. A purpose. But it's finally one I can be proud of. You and I, we're getting to change what the UC stands for. So I don't care if Vae Victus is alive or dead. He can rot for all I care. We're the ones who are making the settled systems and the UC better.
Making something good out of the UC's past. I can get behind that.
Precisely. Because there's nothing we can do about past choices. What we can do is try and make the right ones now. So, let's get back to the business at hand. Now, my father just handing over the information on the research team and Kaiser out of the clear blue, I can't say I trust it. But if he has something to gain from helping us prevent terramorph attacks, I'm not seeing it. So while you'll absolutely want to be cautious, what would you think about trying to bring back Kaiser?
Why do you think Vae Victus is helping us?
I'm honestly not sure what his endgame might be. Involving himself in preventing terramorph attacks after all the damage he's done? Something doesn't add up. But he clearly understands how valuable it'd be to have Kaiser involved in this endeavor. So, I still think it'd be worth looking into. If you're willing.
Cool. I'll track down Kaiser.
I think it's the right call. But if Kaiser has been out wandering on his own for all this time, you're gonna need a couple things.
Alright. And those couple of things are... I do want to explore a little bit more in the Red Devils HQ here. See if we can have a chat with various people. That doctor before that was in front of the dead terramorph, he looks kind of interesting. And who knows, maybe there's additional quests and stuff that we can pick up. Don't leave your creds unattended.
I know it's here somewhere. Uh-huh.
Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons, batteries.
That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs.
He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old machine?
Wait, are you suggesting I make these repairs myself?
Oh, it's really not that daunting. So long as he's on a planet with some modicum of civilization, you should be able to cobble together most of what he might need. He is on a planet like that. Right?
Ground zero for Xeno weapons deployments was how it was described to me.
Oh my god, are you talking about Nero? No wonder no one's found him. Xeno weapons are just the tip of the iceberg in that place. The environment's devastated. There's little, if any, real law. Nira's got more than enough ways to make any visit your last. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. Goes by Gel. As good a place to start as any.
What else can you tell me about Nira?
The Colony War saw a lot of hard fighting, but Nira got it the worst. Everything the Freestar Collective and UC could muster, ground troops, xenoweapons, mechs, was hurled into the fray. Both sides hoped something would decisively turn the tide, but it never did. When the war finally ended, swaths of that world were so devastated they were effectively abandoned. So what Kaiser's doing there of all places, I can only guess at.
Why is Kaiser so valuable to stopping the Terramorphs?
Kaiser lets us do field work with a level of precision that there's really no other way to accomplish. More than a few of the options we're looking into. Detectors to uncover the Terramorph transmission method, or crafting a targeted biological agent. They require highly specific materials to test against. And asking a group of Marines to accompany us for that kind of work, well, it usually ended up with ruined samples and wounded teammates.
I mean, can't you just rebuild Kaiser from the ground up? Like, or I guess not Kaiser, but, you know, rebuild another robot like Kaiser? Alright. Anyway, we're off to Nira.
And I'll make sure we're ready to put them to use as soon as you've got them.
Sweet. Alright, well, we made a pretty heavy decision there to tell Hadrian about Faye Victus's existence. I'm not sure if it was a good decision or not, but I guess we'll eventually find out. The Comet. Have we seen this before? Possibly. Right, let's explore a little bit more before we get going. Is that like some kind of advanced research station? It might be. Again, I haven't really gotten into too much of the crafting and researching recently, so it's a little bit hard to tell. There's more workbenches and stuff here. That's a research lab. Pleasant. I'm sure this room smells wonderful. If we could smell it. Maybe that's why they kept the door closed there. So, one is a research lab and the other one is a research station. Not sure what the difference is, but anyway. I guess this is like some kind of a testing chamber. If they needed to test stuff.
Howdy.
Okay. I think we're overpaying her for all of that sweeping. Should actually be doing some engineering work. Right. So, not seeing anything down there. Where was that doctor with the Terramorph body?
Hello.
Researcher.
Yes?
Excuse me?
Lieutenant Walter Azevedo.
Oh, this goddamn planet. You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough, but I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars can be. Now what do you need?
What's wrong with Mars?
Oh, nothing. I love having to take a toothbrush to every crate they drag in here. Now, you gonna tell me what you need, or can I get back to my work?
Well, aren't you just a ray of sunshine?
It's come up on my performance evals. But I know the needs of this facility inside and out, so everyone has to deal with it. Not that it should matter to you. I'm sorry. Who are you again?
I'm the one who helped Hadrian put down the Terramorphs in New Atlantis.
Oh, that's you then. I was informed we might be working together. Don't much care for Vanguard. But sounds like you two really got into the thick of it back in New Atlantis. My sister's kids live in the city. So, thank you for what you did there.
Wait, what's your problem with the Vanguard?
Don't think it's a controversial belief that the UC should spend its money on its own people first, rather than doling out credits to pilots from God knows where. But, considering the evidence before me, I guess the program's not a total waste. So, what you did for New Atlantis, I appreciate it.
Alright, well, I hope your family was alright.
Yeah, they both came through okay. One science division, other's an artist. Effectively useless human beings that would have had no reason to be anywhere near the fighting. Still, would hate to see anything happen to them. Now, what was it you needed?
What do you think about this new project taking on the Terramorphs?
If anyone can pull off something as downright lunatic as that, it's these people. And I'll make sure they've got all the supplies they might need to make it a reality.
I get the sense this isn't the first time you've worked in this place, is that right?
That's correct. Ran logistics for the Devils for years before getting the assignment here. Military logistics isn't usually thrilling work, but as bone-crushingly exhausting as this job could be, it sure as hell was never dull. Coordinating habitats for nightmares from the far side of Lantana 8B and their favorite breathing snack foods? Sure, why not? Stocking the UC for a rancher who's got 2,000 grade A kilos of biomass he can ship to Mars per week? We call days like that Tuesday. So when I heard things might be opening up again, I put in for my transfer immediately.
Cool. Well, let me see what you've got for sale.
Everything up to spec.
I don't really know what this guy sells, but... Right. I guess just a whole bunch of basics, maybe. You see Navy armored fatigues. That's kind of cool. Armored fatigues versus Navy duty fatigues. And a hat. Interesting. I haven't exactly explored apparel that various vendors might have. Spacesuits. Yeah, okay, right. Oh, that's really cool. So if we wanted to just like wear some of these spacesuits, we could. Yeah, we'll think about it. I mean, our current spacesuit is doing us really, really good for the moment, but I wouldn't mind looking as badass as this. I mean, look at that. Damn. Oh, that is cool as hell. Yeah, alright. I think I'm getting a little bit distracted here. But it doesn't exactly sell like materials or anything like that, like construction materials. So, it doesn't sell absolutely everything, obviously. There's the doctor over there. Let's have a chat with him.
Haven't had to
Oh,
absorb
this
information
guy.
this
Yeah,
fast
yeah,
in
yeah.
decades.
All right, I remember.
Luckily, I've learned all this junk once before.
I remember the guy. I think we dealt with him after meeting Hadrian for the first time, right? Like, we tracked him down. But anyway, let's get to it. We need to find this Kaiser robot, and I guess we're going to go to a place that we've never been before, Nira. I was sort of thinking, were we going to be heading to that planet that we first stopped over at, where, you know, we first learnt about terramorphs. Literally episode 2 of our playthrough.
Captain, hello. I am set.
Prepare for liftoff. Orbit achieved.
Alright, so let's see where we need to go. Nira. Which is where exactly? Okay. Yeah, let's set a course. It is in the Narion system, which means that we've probably been there. Or maybe we've been to the Narion system, but not Nira. Well, when we get the chance to scan the planet, we should be able to actually take a look at whether or not we've landed anywhere on it.
Must have been a good jump. Target has lost its engines.
Crimson Fleet. Alright, let's deal with these guys.
Directed to the ram drive.
Very nice. Okay, so let's take a look at this planet. Alright, doesn't seem like we have landed on this planet before. Apparently there's an extreme environment here. One-of-a-kind salvage. There's a deserted mineral plant there as well. Perhaps maybe we need to visit both sites, but let's start for... well, let's start at one-of-a-kind salvage here. See if we can find the trail. We also need to repair the bot, right? So I'm not entirely sure if we're going to have to scrummage up all of the materials here as well, or how that's all going to work, but... Righto. Seems like a very industrially place. I don't know if it's too exciting. I wonder if there are any quest givers out here. Oh god, Jesus. Scared the crap out of me. These turrets, like, do they even, like, work? I mean, how many shots did it take for all these turrets to try and get that one heat leech? Demeter Riley Duncan.
You looking for advice on heading out into the fields? Gel's happy to oblige.
Gel, yeah, that's the person we need to speak to. Right, I mean, we may as well look around a little bit before we head to Gel. Whoa, they've got an actual mech here. Obviously it's not working anymore because that'd be illegal. But I mean, it's not like the UC have a complete grip on every single part of the settled systems. So how are they to know if people haven't simply, you know, repaired these mechs? I guess people would need to understand some of the tech. I mean, this one looks impeccable. Couldn't someone just like climb in and start operating the mech? I mean, that seems plausible in my mind. Or maybe there's some overarching, you know, shutdown protocol or something like that that's disabled all of the mechs. Maybe. Ooh, look at that. It's like a massive mech junkyard, basically. Could climb back down there, though. Oh. Natural... Oh, interesting. We've never seen anything like that before, so I'm curious to head out there and actually check, see what it is, but let's go and see this gel person. I don't really see anything else of interest here, or anyone interesting to talk to. That NPC seemed to be unique, but she's not really saying anything to us, though. But yeah, I was just about to say, I feel like it's a bit of a waste that all the materials used for the mechs aren't actually just being salvaged. And all the materials just being reused for better purposes. Plenty of stuff. That would be counting as stealing. We did take it.
You know? Then you're looking for gel.
Fitri. Batubara.
Sorry, trying to wrap this up.
Okay. There's gel, I suppose.
Hey! New model on the floor. Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Gel. Proprietor.
And what exactly do you and your scrappers do here, Gel?
Turn mechs into money mostly. Plus selling equipment, information, and supplies to any short-term scrappers that want to take a shot at striking it rich out in the fields.
Okay, right. So they are actually making scrap out of the mechs. That's good. Yeah, I would have thought that the UC would have had like a big operation just, you know, trying to recover old mechs. Or maybe even the Freestar Collective. Impressive place you've got here, Gel.
Appreciate it. Took years to get this place self-sustaining. Plenty elbow grease and creativity. Can I get you started on a tab, then? Or you here to try and make your fortune in the fields? I'm happy to take your credits however you want to hike them over.
What kind of name is one of a kind for a salvage yard?
It's kind of an inside joke. Other than the fact that we're the only place out here, the mechs we harvest, they're primarily from a group known as the 1st Cavalry. Their unit was deployed to break the deadlock on this world during the Colony War. Almost succeeded too, but as you can probably guess, it didn't ultimately work. Left us plenty of scrap to build with though, so we thought it'd be funny to dedicate this place to the folks that made it possible.
I'm looking for a robot. Goes by Kaiser.
Kaiser? No bot around here with that tag. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is, since he's got some sort of security protocol that prevents inquiries and general chit-chat. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now, hunting this one siren, his white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Or it got him.
White whale? What are you talking about?
Moby Dick? Old Earth story about one Captain Ahab chasing some big fish that's bound to get him killed? No? We all thought the name was a good fit since our bot friend was so damn busy chasing that siren of his. Quality slate, too. Think I got a copy for sale if you want to give it a look.
What's a siren?
Nasty kind of alien left behind after the colony war. Pretty much blind. Original ones brought to Nera were all xeno-weapons. But those critters have long since passed. But they left behind more than enough untrained babies to keep the fields plenty interesting.
Okay, so we are going to be coming across some of our products here of the Xeno Warfare team. Look, that could be him. The robot I'm looking for worked with the United Colonies Xeno Warfare team. Ooh, that's a little bit too much, isn't it? Oh, maybe. It's fine.
That's where I recognize that insignia. Red Devils. Yeah, Ahab's definitely your bot. So, sounds like you've got two options. You can wander around out there, hunting your bot, little old white whale of your very own. Maybe you find him, maybe you get yourself killed. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here, so if you want to find him a whole lot faster, I'll sell you what I know about this. Kaiser's location. Going rate's a little steep, but I'm willing to negotiate.
Cheeky. 1,000 creds, I mean... That robot might be the key to stop terramorph attacks across the galaxy, mate.
I mean, great for him, but that won't keep acetylene in our tanks. And honestly, would you be able to tell if a terramorph was attacking outside? Sorry.
Alright, I mean, our persuasion is max. I don't really think we need to persuade him. For 1,000 creds, we could pay that, but you know what? I will take my chances out in the fields.
Suit yourself. South Dock's a good place to find your bearings before heading in. And if you change your mind, offer stands.
Okay, no worries. Too bad none of his other sort of companions here
part of my job.
feel like talking to us.
You hear screaming out there? You run the other way. It's either the sirens or someone they've got. What I wouldn't give for fresh terror brew right now. Freeze-dried stuff Jill brings in ain't the same.
Yeah, these guys don't seem to want to talk to us for some reason.
Not here to be your friend. Here to cut up mechs.
Maybe at some point we might be able to speak to them a little bit more. Or maybe they've just been given unique names for the hell of it. Okay, so I guess I just need to go down there and look for him. So I think those might be sirens. We'll have to see how tough they actually are. So I guess maybe we hit up all 3 of these places. Let's see if we can find this Ahab or Kaiser. Alright, well, let's get to it then. Parduk Pass. Right. I guess that's this place here. Angel readout. There's a structure down there. Let me just take a look at the objective here. So, optional, gather information on Kaiser's location from Gel, or search for Kaiser in the mech fields. Which I assume the mech fields is basically here, right? Anyway, let's head down this way. There's a structure over there. Just want to investigate that first. The Prince. Have we seen this before? Okay. Well, I guess it's not legible then, considering so many pages have been torn out. Okay, there's some ecliptic here. Strange. Ooh, they've got some massive beast there.
Have you figured it out yet? Some progress, sir, but this is a complex piece of hardware. We're sure this is necessary.
Buyers demanding to know it works. We don't provide, we don't get paid.
All right, I'll keep at it. Picking something up. Scanning the aerial.
Enough. Let's see if this thing still fights. Release the weapon. Find him.
Okay, looks like the beast is joining the fight though. Unit 99. Whoa. Okay, I've got some heavy weapons there. Okay, that guy's got one of those miniguns. Not a fan. Okay, this guy's just stuck on the terrain. Yeah, level 64, very spongy. Alien genetic material, quark, degenerate tissues, aromatic spice. Okay. Mag Pulse. Could always sell it. Alright. A lovely little shootout there to round out this episode, I think. Let's grab stuff. Specimen cage keycard. We did actually have to take it out though, so... A microgun? Yeah, sure, let's take that. Might be able to make a bit of money off of that. Yeah, interesting how these guys have sort of set up very, very close to the salvage operation there. UC Specialist's Slate. The model as we have in the armory are first class and will respond to any threat on the station. I don't have clearance to know what goes on here, but I know well enough that any security breach needs to be eliminated. Given the stakes, I have made it my personal project to bolster their weapon systems and studying their call stacks. I feel like I could make some improvements in their programming subroutines too, but when I told the lieutenant, she responded with that grim stare of hers. She reminded me that I need to get approval through the proper channels before modding the machines on my own. By machines, are they referring to those aliens? Those xeno-warfare specimens? Man, it's great that we get to see, like, the results of xeno-warfare. It's a shame that we haven't seen any mechs operational. Here's hoping that we might actually see some mechs. It'll be very difficult to face off against them, though. Alright, let's unlock this stuff. I don't know how worthwhile it's gonna be, but... only one way to find out. A red herring there. Let's do that. And that. Ah, you're joking. Oh, yep. There we go. Sure, we'll take that. Hope we've still got space in our inventory, though. Hey, not too bad. Okay, not worthwhile though. I mean, how can you have like a massive ammo crate like this and only have such a small amount of ammo in it? Bloody hell. Alright, yeah, I'm not sure what was going down here, but they're all dead now. So, I think this is probably a good place for us to call it an episode. We do have something else going on over there. We still need to investigate all these other locations, so we'll get to that when we come back in the next episode, I suppose. So I think we've made some decent progress here on the relics of the past quest line. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, definitely leave a like down below. Aside from that, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one.